Tonight's headlines: Palace denies favoritism on Pfizer vaccine distribution. Staycation in hotels under MGCQ areas now allowed at 100. OFW and health worker families now top priority in vaccine list. Coronavirus cases in the country at 1,209,154. 50,000 doses of Sputnik V to arrive on May 30. Isolated rain showers expected across the country. PSEI rallies anew. And foreign portfolio investments yield lower net outflow. Good evening. Today is Friday, May 28, 2021. I am Elmer Navarro Manuel and this is Tribune News on Q. Here are the stories for this evening. Malacanang on Friday denied claims that it is favoring certain areas when it comes to deployment of the PFIZER-BioNTech COVID-19 vaccines. Presidential spokesperson Harry Roque said that the vaccine brand is being distributed in Metro Manila, Metro Cebu, and Metro Davao because they have the sub-zero storage needed. So far, the Philippines has at least 8 million doses of COVID-19 vaccines, and of this number, at least 5 million doses are Chinese vaccine Sinovac, while Pfizer-BioNTech doses donated by Global Initiative COVAX facility only reach at least 193,000 doses. Vaccine czar Carlito Galvez Jr. earlier said that the Philippines bought 40 million doses of Pfizer COVID-19 vaccines, but the delivery date is yet to be determined. The palace announced that hotels in modified general community quarantine areas are now allowed to operate at 100% capacity for leisure purposes amid the COVID-19 pandemic. Presidential spokesperson Harry Roque disclosed that this covers hotels and other accommodation establishments accredited by the Department of Tourism with certificate of authority to operate for staycations. Likewise, Roque said these hotels in MGCQ areas under Interagency Task Force Resolution 117 adopted this week can also forego requiring RT-PCR tests for their guests who are 18 to 59 years of age. Hotels and accommodations under general community quarantine areas accredited by the DOT for staycation, for its part, are allowed to operate at a maximum of 30% capacity subject to DOT guidelines provided that each group of guests will come from the same household. The government has elevated overseas Filipino workers due for deployment in the next 4 months, as well as the immediate family members of health workers, to top priority in the COVID-19 vaccination program. Presidential spokesperson Harry Roque said that on top of amending the A1 category, which previously included only health workers and medical frontliners and local officials, the Interagency Task Force also simplified the A4 category to include all government and private sector workers, informal sector workers, and those who work in private households who need to physically report to work. The palace official added that vaccination of A4 individuals will be prioritized in the National Capital Region, Pampanga, Cavite, Laguna, Batangas, Metro Cebu, and Metro Davao. Roque, however, noted that foreigners residing in the country, including the Chinese, are yet to be included in the country's vaccination program. Tribune News on Q will be back after these reminders.
ng mundo for all your pera transactions, all new Bayad.
Fiverr is the free and secure way to connect with friends and family, anywhere, send messages, and make phone and video calls for free. Download Viber now.
The Department of Health reported 8,748 confirmed coronavirus disease cases on Friday to bring the total number of infections in the country to 1,209,154, even as 4 laboratories failed to submit data on time. This brought the active cases to 53,770, and of the total, 93.2% are mild, 2.2% are asymptomatic, 1.8% are severe, and 1.4% are in critical condition. The number of recoveries, on the other hand, rose to 1,134,818 after 3,017 patients recovered from the deadly disease. The death toll now stands at 20,566 following 187 fatalities recorded. Data from the DOH also show that 59% of the country's intensive care unit beds are in use, while 37% of the mechanical ventilators are occupied. In other news, the National Task Force Against COVID-19 revealed that at least 50,000 doses of Russian Sputnik V COVID-19 vaccine will be delivered to the Philippines on May 30. The NTF said that the 50,000 doses of Sputnik V will be delivered on board Qatar Airways, which is expected to touch down at the Ninoy Aquino International Airport Terminal 3 at 11 p.m. of May 30. The 50,000 Sputnik V doses will be stored at a PharmaServe warehouse in Marikina City before it is deployed to various areas. Based on the evaluation of the Food and Drug Administration, Sputnik V has an efficacy rate of 91.6% and is recommended to individuals aged 18 years old and above. State Weather Bureau Pagasa Friday announced that Metro Manila and the rest of the country will continue to experience partly cloudy to cloudy skies with isolated rain showers or thunderstorms. In its 24-hour forecast, the Weather Bureau said that this is due to the intertropical convergence zone and warm winds from the Pacific Ocean called the easterlies. According to Pagasa, moderate to heavy rain showers with lightning and strong winds are expected over Metro Manila, Bulacan, and Rizal. It also warned against possible flash floods or landslides during severe thunderstorms. We'll pause for a short break. Stay with us.
Click, that's it. Never thought self-service can be this slick. Modify plans in a snap. Walang hirap, it's a wrap. Just tap the app. Now you can check, view, subscribe, renew. Help and support for you. Out with the ring apps are the in thing. You know what to do. Globe at home and Globe One. All in the Globe app na yan. Self-service and easy to use. Mas okay tayo dyan. Globe at home and Globe One. All in the Globe app na yan. Instant response, no hold time pa, wala nang hintayan. Download Globe at Home and Globe One app, all in the Globe app na yan. Download the Globe One and Globe at Home apps from Google Play Store and Apple App Store now. Download Globe at Home and Globe One app, all in the Globe app na yan.
The Philippine Stock Exchange Index ended the week in the green, partly due to positive sentiments in the United States. The main equities index gained 9.37 points or 0.14% to 6,674.51 at the closing bell. The broader all shares increased by 12.56 points or 0.31% to 4,047.48. Regina Capital Development Corporation Head of Sales Luis Limningan attributed the PSEI's performance partly to positive economic data from the U.S., such as the drop in initial jobless claims, which fell to 1,000 as of the week ending May 22. Volume totaled 1.67 billion shares amounting to 12.41 billion pesos. Gainers led losers at 119 to 69 while 66 shares were unchanged. And the Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas reported that foreign portfolio investments or hot money in the Philippines yielded a lower net outflow in April amid investors' reaction to various local developments such as the ongoing vaccination rollout against COVID-19 and the continued imposition of quarantine measures. Data released by the central bank showed that FPI in April posted a net outflow of $374 million, lower compared to the $541 million net outflow in March. Foreign portfolio investments are also called the hot money because of the ease by which the funds enter and leave markets. The net outflow last month resulted from the $1 billion gross outflows, which exceeded gross inflows of $651 million. That wraps up the stories tonight. Catch the latest news on our website, tribune.net.ph, and follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. You can also subscribe to our YouTube channel, Tribune Now. The Daily Tribune is one with the nation in facing the COVID-19 crisis, and in line with this, the Daily Tribune Digital Edition and Press Reader is now available for free online. You can also download the Daily Tribune app on Apple Store or Google Play to get the latest and most comprehensive news online. Daily Tribune is also inviting everyone to join its community Tribu to get updates on the freshest and hottest news and entertainment stories of the day. Tarcito emoticons are also available on our community Viber. Just visit the sticker store and search for Katribu. And before we go, we would like to thank the SM Store and the Araneta City for their continued support. Again, this is Elmer Navarro Manuel and you're watching Tribune News on Q. Stay safe, stay healthy, and stay at home. Good night, and God bless us all.
Montero Sport. Elevate your journey.
Drive your ambition. Mitsubishi Motors.
Something big. The all-new Honda City hatchback with 4 seating modes. Utility mode, long mode, Tall mode. Refresh mode. The all-new City Hatchback. Hatch more life.